this game ends up going the distance here, simply because... Welcome to Overgrowth, ladies and gentlemen, for the last time this evening. The closest show match we have had yet on DingitTV's The Hot Seat. Spawning in the top right-hand position, the current incumbent King of the Hill, winning the first 3 games, but staggering to a 4-all situation. Can he hop over the line now? He needs to do it once more. It's mYinsanity's Petraeus playing to be the hot seat King of the Hill for 4 weeks in a row. His opponent, spawning on the bottom left-hand side, formerly of Root Gaming. This is all or nothing for him now, and I wonder if that early scout has anything to do with it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Major. And that's an SCV. That is definitely an SCV. That is definitely an SCV. And that is definitely a barracks. Game number 9. It's all to play for here, ladies and gents. And we have a proxy on Overgrowth. Just the one. There isn't a second SCV out here yet. We could potentially still see some gas go for Reaper. But I think it's just going to be... a old school, plain old fashioned bit of pressure here. This Overlord, this second Overlord, normally it sort of changes course to go down here maybe, or if he goes all the way to the left, he will spot the proxy, or he's just going to stay in the middle here and scout to see units coming into the natural expansion. So a gas is indeed being taken, but it's not going to be taken fast enough to get 50 gas by the time this barracks finishes, so it won't be a Reaper coming out first over here. And a Major will be starting with that first Marine. We have an SCV scout coming in now. And it coming in from the left-hand side might be an interesting sign to Petraeus. Oh dear, oh dear. The bunker gets spotted. Does the SCV see the Overlord? It does not. Petraeus knows what's happening right now. And he actually reveals the Overlord. Does he reveal? Yes, he reveals the Overlord to Major. The Overlord is going to be... moving over to the high ground area to spot everything that's going on right now. I think it just caught a glimpse of the Marine. It certainly did now. And he knows that it is indeed a proxy. The first couple links are out. A Roach Ward instantly goes down for Petraeus. Is he going to be able to defend here? So much on the line here in game number 9. And this is very, very tense indeed. The second bunker is going down now. And the pair of links can't quite get close to it because there are already 2 Marines here. He has to be patient. Has to wait for the Roaches. It's 3/4 of the way done. Once he gets a couple of Roaches out on the field alongside Zerglings. Oh, he's got Burrow as well incoming. He'll be safe, but he has to hold on for quite a long time here. The hatchery's gone up. No, it's going to get cancelled. He's moving the drone back into the main base, able to save the drone. The Roach Warren is up now. And we're trying to have a counterattack here with Lings. It's only going to be the pair right now, but there's only SCVs here, so all he'll be able to do is repair the supply depot. That is all he needs to do now. You've got the factory coming up behind this, and a second... oh no, that's not actually a second. That's the original barracks flying back. So... the game might normalize from here, guys, because at the end of the day, mission accomplished for Major. He was able to stop the natural expansion from going down. The 3 Roaches coming up now will see this and go, hang on a second, he's just moved all the way back home. Let me see if I can get some damage done here. But with these Marines coming back, I'm not 100% certain that's possible, but I guess he can give it a go, because by the time he gets back here, I reckon we'll have... I think we should have enough units here that it should be okay. Yeah, and really the Widow Mine was the unit I was looking after. And I will be able to spot that. Oh, nice use of Burrow on the Zerglings. Spotting exactly what's coming out. And I wonder if he's going to be planning a bust. We could potentially see a bust here. Ooh, unburrowing those Zerglings. I'm not sure about that. He might as well have kept them burrowed. But, oh well. He's able to get the Roaches into the main base at least. And burrowing one of them. Wow, what am I saying? That was actually ingenious, burrowing those Zerglings. And now... waiting for the units to come back, sneaking the Roaches in. We have 3 Roaches inside the main base, killing off an SCV as well. And he's going to be forcing his opponent to use multiple scans now. And don't forget, after this opening where there was a proxy, it's really, really frustrating. Really frustrating for him to be forced to use scans. This Roach can burrow outside of scan range. That's no problem. Oh, No problem at all. Oh dear, number of workers killed 5-0 right now. This is so smart from Petraeus in game number 9. Is it going to be enough to win in the game though? He's currently at 41 supply versus 36, 24 to 21 workers. It's very close because this natural expansion is so delayed, don't forget. Even though this is really sexy StarCraft going on here in the bottom right hand position, that does not by any stretch of the imagination mean that this game is over. These roaches can't come up the ramp just yet, by the way, because there is a bunker with Iron Marine in it, by the looks of things, in addition to an SCV. But these burrowed roaches are continuing to be a huge annoyance, and this selected burrow forcing Major to use these scans if he wants to kill them off is just so economically frustrating. It looks like he's... Oh, wow, that SCV is having a little bit of a seizure there. His bodyguards are protecting him, though, so it's okay. I think he's trying to use that SCV to build a turret. Okay, there we go. The turret finally starts going up. And what Petraeus is going to try and do now is use a roach to pick off the SCV building it, but the Marines are just stood right there. And oh dear, with the help of an Overlord, actually, these roaches pick off one of the supply depots. There's a Widow Mine back there, though, so he can't exactly stream in just yet. In the meantime, we have 3 Hellions moving into the natural expansion. There's only the 1 Queen here to help out. The second one on the ramp. One of the Hellions goes down straight away. Second one goes down to the Lings. Just a single Hellion now to try and pick up as many workers as possible. 2 of them go down before the Zerglings actually get a surround on. And a Spore Crawler goes down in the natural just in case there's any Banshee-related shenanigans coming up. And there will be indeed. This is a boxing match. Every single possible slugfest move that these guys have right now is being used on the other. And, well, this missile turret at least means that inside the mineral line there are no more roaches. But there is still one here. What a frustrating situation to be in. There are also more roaches burrowed at the natural expansion. Oh, is this Overlord going to start spewing gunk? Well, we'll keep an eye out when this hatchery becomes its lair. What are Major's options in this position? There aren't actually that many units killing him off right now. The problem is he can't really get the army himself. And with Burrow, you don't want to be using you don't want to be using the Banshee defensively in conjunction with scans. That's like the most economically unfriendly thing you can do. Petraeus has played an absolutely ingenious masterclass here. Almost kills up Marine. Burrows once again. He's saying, mate, if you don't use scans, I'm just going to slowly kill you off. What can you do about it? This is a brilliant way to deal with what Major came up with in game number 9 here. Petraeus did not know until the bunkers went down that it was a proxy as well. And he's played this very cool, calm, and collected. It is by no means won at all. But both sides being very unorthodox here. And we have a pair of Banshees inside the main base doing a lot of damage right now. We need to wait for that Overseer to come out before they can evade Cloak. Cloak, though, still a couple of seconds from completing. I reckon about 10 in-game seconds here. We do have Spore Crawlers, but the Overseer is going to be so helpful as well. They'll be able to move out and see the third base as well. Potentially force a cancel there, actually, because it's not connected by creep yet. So it's really difficult to get the Queens over there. I think the cancel might end up being inevitable. Spire has gone down there inside the main base next to the Roach Warren. And let's take a look at how things are going in Shea Terran. We have a Raven coming out here. Alright, let's take a look at the upgrades. Yes, Cloak has completed research. Is the third base going to be forced to cancel? The Queens are moving over here. They are arthritic right now. Where is the Overseer? It's not actually here, and it does get forced to cancel. Leaving the Overseer. Where is it? Oh, it's back at home. Petraeus. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. If that was with the Queens, there was a chance the third could have stayed alive. And those crucial larvae a little bit later on would have been helpful. The Raven finally gets rid of the last roach inside the main base. And we're at the 12-minute mark, ladies and gentlemen. Both players are absolutely slugging it out. Burrow to counter the proxy. This has been the story of game number 9. And right now, the situation is Petraeus on 81 supply versus Major on 63. The worker count is 46 to 36 in the Zerg player's favor. There are double mules available for our Terran. And soon to be triple as this becomes an orbital command. Meanwhile, the natural expansion was severely delayed. The third base has only just been put down once again. So these bases have taken forever to get up as well. Oh, and the tank has been spotted as well. I'm liking the addition of that splash damage, gooping up the factory as well, preventing more tanks from popping in. He's wondering if Major might be going for Marine tank all in, and you know what? It's going to be severely delayed if you can use that energy effectively on the Overseer. Both players not pulling any punches at all in this final game. It is all or nothing. It's $375 and the chance to play next week on the line. And nobody is getting... nobody's getting away with cutting any corners in this game. Both players are going absolutely all-out attack. Here come the Mutalisks. We're going to see if we can get some damage on inside the main base. There are Marines here. There's a Raven as well. Needs to be a little bit careful. Managing to grab an SCV that was building the missile turret. So now, Major knows it's going to be a little bit difficult to step out of his base with the Mutas flying around being annoying. He's still only on 2 bases, although he has got the 3rd command center producing SCVs and mules, which economically is fantastic. He's up to 29 army supply right now. There's a 53 army supply for Petraeus, but it is mainly Lings and Roaches. They don't shoot up very well. They certainly don't combat tanks that well, at least not Roaches in this small a number. So he shouldn't be too worried just yet. Petraeus, though, he's going up to a decent number of Banelings by the looks of things. And he's doing this on his own creep. Now, he has control of both watchtowers, so he knows there isn't an imminent attack incoming. He knows as well that he's got map control with these Mutalisks. So, I wonder what his objective is here. He certainly just wants to keep his opponent in his space. Oh, look at this changeling. Everybody look at this changeling. Very sneaky. Dropped as the Mutalisks were engaging, just to distract him long enough so that he knows exactly what's going on here. He spots, able to click on these units, check out their upgrades. It's 1-1, no upgrades on the siege tank. But Major, I mean, this isn't exactly a position that, actually with Banelings it might be. This could end up being a position where we could actually just see a Roach Bane all in. I think Petraeus is getting a whiff of what might be a game-ending attack here. We need more tanks. The Banshees are going to be great. We need a couple more tanks for their splash damage here, and I don't know if floating over to the 3rd base right now is going to be an advisable move. It's quite a lot of ground to cover here for Major. Moving into the main base once again now with the Mutalisks trying to be annoying, able to pick off a reactor on the barracks. That's quite useful, and once again, dropping a changing just in the middle of that fight, just being very, very careful there. And look, even moving it around, spotting everything that's going on, checking out the defenses on the outside, spotting the Widow Mines as well, by the way. And I think the more information Petraeus gets, the more confident he's getting. Now, if this backfires, he's in a world of hurt right now, because he's only on 61 workers, and he's getting his 4th hatchery. He's really pouring all of his lava into army. He's on 1-1, and... oh, is he baiting the hits out of the way? He knows he needs to bait a hit out of that Widow Mine. There he goes, and here comes what might be a game-ending attack. Is it gonna work? Oh, the Raven coming out with the PDD against the Mutalisks, and a lot of Banelings, so many Banelings crashing into natural expansion. This is game 9. It's $375 riding on this one attack. The 3rd command center isn't gonna be in a GG. That's it. And mYinsanity's Petraeus, ladies and gentlemen, at the absolute death in game number 9. This has been his toughest challenge yet, and he clings on for the 4th week in a row to be the champion, to be the king of the hill on the hot seat. Congratulations to him, and commiserations to Major, who's played a phenomenal series and provided us with a really entertaining set of games today. But Petraeus is, against all odds, going to win once again. And that means he takes home $375, hits the maximum, and gets to play for the same amount next week. Congratulations to him.